Hi, my name's Alison and my channel is So Like Dotty, and it's just good to have you with me today. So today is a little bit of a different vlog because today I am the guest vlogger for Felicity Fabrics, and I've bought fabric from Felicity Fabrics in the past, but I've never been a vlogger or a blogger for them before. So I just want to say a huge thank you for putting faith in me earlier in the year. And when they did a shout out each year, they do put a shout out for new vloggers and bloggers. So they will be doing that probably towards the end of the year, I guess. So reach out to them. You know, you just don't know. And the card says, "Hi, listen, we hope you are well. We're so excited to see your beautiful make and vlog. Happy sewing, love, Caroline and Fliss." So we started chatting, maybe about 5-ish weeks ago, I guess, about what fabrics they had, what I was wanting to make. Originally, like at the beginning of the year, I thought, I'll make a winter coat because they always have really nice checked wool sort of fabrics. But as I've talked about on my channel, I decided earlier that I didn't want to kind of overcommit and maybe put myself under pressure and not have it ready in time. I did make a coat last year anyway, but I did buy a coat. So you won't be shocked if you do follow my channel, and thank you if you are here, if you're a subscriber, and if you're new to my channel today, hello, it's good to have you by. So one of my favourite dresses over the last couple of years has been the Stylark Belle dress. Stylark are notoriously cautious with their instructions, so if you are new to sewing, maybe start with like a slightly more basic pattern, but I will talk you through how I made this and like the changes that I've made to it as well. The fabric though, let's get into the fabric, because this is a DASHWOOD Studios fabric. There was a couple that I really liked. I really want to make this dress in a chambray at some point. We had a different chat about the fabrics they had in, and then some new fabrics came in, and it's just like treasure, isn't it, when there are new fabrics? And this one caught my eye immediately. It's navy background, which I don't normally go for a navy, but it's quite dark. So on some of the pictures it might look as if it's black, but it is actually navy. And it does feel like, I think it is a cotton lawn. It's very lightweight, and you might think, it's winter, Alison. But last winter I wore either my thick tights or my thermal leggings, and I actually have a thermal vest that I wear. I've not got that at the moment. Or obviously you can put a jumper or a cardi over the top, can't you, and just layer up. So I don't necessarily have a summer and a winter wardrobe. I just have a wardrobe that I wear. So this fabric was just calling me, and I just think it's beautiful. So as I say, DASHWOOD Studios, this is the fabric, because that's what it's all about. How pretty is that? So you can see you've got a few different flowers on there. You've got these sort of winter type berries here, but you've also got, let me just find them, here we go, here you've got what to me look like sort of, I don't know, almost strawberries, but then I've just looked at them and thought, they look like, I think, pears. I don't know, but I think it's really cute. It's very ditzy and it's very me. And although I've made this dress today, I would use this fabric. I think it would make fabulous, like a wide leg palazzo pants. It would be lovely for a blouse. You would get a really crisp press on something like the Patina blouse by Friday Pattern Company. The Ava blouse by the Dressmaker's Closet would be beautiful in this, with that pussy bow or tie neck. And also things like the Tilly and the Buttons Lyra shirt dress, again with that collar. You get a really crisp point on it. You would get indigo dress, anything really. So as you can see, it's got that lovely drape, and listen, am I the only one who loves that noise with fabric? I don't know, it just takes me back to my childhood. So if you want something with a little bit of structure, but also a bit of swish, this is for you. So obviously I'm wearing it now, and I will show you some pictures of the bell dress pattern. So as you can see, it comes with a button down skirt and a button up waistband, and if you want to, you can put buttons on like sort of the chest as well. I'm not describing that very well. You might see that better on the line drawn just here. Let me just get that in shot. Now, if you know me, you'll know that I kind of just don't run with things how they are, quite straightforward. So I think the first time I made this, I did make it with the buttons on the waistband and here, but I'd contacted a couple of people that had seen it when I checked out the hashtag on Instagram, and I said to them, does it need the button down skirt to get into it? And they said no, because it's got the shirred panel on the waist at the back, you don't need buttons at all. And I don't mind doing buttonholes, but you know, I'm here for a win. And although if you do like to have your leg out, that's okay. I'm not really a leg out lady. So what I have done on previous versions, I have also shortened the skirt piece and put a ruffle on it as well, and obviously that all made that easier. So I've done it in ginghams, and there are always lovely ginghams on the Felicity Fabrics website, so this would be lovely in those. I've done it in different coloured ginghams where the skirt was one colour, the ruffle was one colour, and that matched the waistband and things. So if you go onto my Instagram, you can go back and see those pictures as well. If I find one, I'll drop it in. But what I did, and it kind of was a bit of a happy accident, was I did make it in a viscose satin once, and it just was too short for me to wear it, and I didn't have enough fabric to make a ruffle to make it longer, so I figured the only way I could make it longer was to lengthen it from the waist. So I kind of thought, could I expand the shirred panel on the back? Yes, I could. And what could I do with the front waist? So I'd already cut out the waist piece, but then I added on a bit more to it, and then I shirred the waist. So when I decided to do it again, I decided I wanted to share the front panel. So you can see it's a pretty standard sort of waist. You put interfacing on it. It's a double layer. And if you don't want to do it with the buttons on, I just folded it in half and deducted the seam allowance and made it all one piece. And I really like that. I think it looks quite elegant. I've made this and wore it full length for evening wear at balls and things as well. So with this one, I'll stand up and see if I can just tilt this down slightly. There we go. So you may be able to see that I've shirred the front as well. So the back is shirred and the front is shirred, and what I like is, can you just see, it's just got that little bit of structure here, and it shapes me beautifully under here. So as you can see, I've made the skirt just as a solid skirt without any buttons, and the shirred panel at the front. To do this, I used double the fabric, shirred it, and then cut out the front panel. I may add a button to the top of the sort of the chest area, just where the fabric comes together. It's got the gathers under the bust and across the yoke at the top, and then an elasticated waisted sleeve. The fabric's beautiful, very drapey, flowy, but crisp as well, and it was absolutely beautiful to sew. You do get that little bit of movement in the back. What do you think? I think it looks gorgeous, but maybe I'm a little bit biased. I think it brings a bit of summer to winter. So I'm quite large busted, but I do think this pattern suits me very well. I think it's very flattering, and I think the shirred waist at the front, it's sewed so beautifully in this fabric, like a breeze. The shirred waist at the front cinches me in a bit, and it really helps bring that sort of almost hourglass shape in, because my waist always used to be my smallest point, but now I'm a pretty standard 16 on the bust and the hips, but not on my waist. But you may know that I've just lost a couple of stones and I want to lose about another stone. So I thought if I do it in the shared waist, then when I lose that weight, it's still going to fit me, because I downsized the top because that had now become too big in the other versions that I've made. So I think I've dropped this down to a size 16 and I'm really pleased with the fit. So it has a yoke here. You do the burrito method when you're doing the yoke and things, but it's not difficult to do. However, I'm not great at following instructions. I'm quite a visual learner, so if I kind of can't follow that through in my head, I always drop into the Friday Pattern Company Davenport dress vlog on their YouTube channel, because they use the burrito method on that and it's very similar to this. The other hack that I've made to the pattern is you've got a back yoke and you've got a back pattern piece which attaches to the shirred panel at the back. So I have altered my pattern piece and I've extended the back to include the shirred panel, because once it's shirred, you've got to attach it to the skirt and attach it to the back. So I've took off the seam allowances, I've attached it so it's all one piece, and it's the same width, so there's no reason to have it as a separate panel. And then I just start with my shirring, I put a little notch where that needs to stop, and that's kind of one of those things done, and it's all one piece. So if you particularly got a directional fabric, that can save you with that. When I did the gingham check version though, I did that separately because that was a different colour to the back piece and the skirt piece. Hope that makes sense. So this was just an absolute dream to sew with. I knew it would be from the moment that I got it and washed it. I've ironed it and cut it out obviously, and then just pressed every piece as you go along, as you do, because that makes such a difference. And I just absolutely adore it. So once again, massive thank you to Caroline and Fliss. I've thoroughly enjoyed making this. I've thoroughly enjoyed the process, working with you guys. Thank you so much, because obviously the fabric was gifted to me in return for doing the vlog, and it would be an absolute pleasure. To be quite honest, if I'd bought this fabric, I would have made a vlog and it would have been included anyway, but it's always a pleasure to do that. So I will put a little bit in the description box about the alterations that I've made to the pattern as well, and obviously just message me or pop in the comments if you want to know more. If you've tried this dress, this pattern, let me know. And if you're gonna get this fabric, go, because I think it will fly out, and let me know what you would make with it. What would you do with that? Because I think if you were doing it as a blouse, it would just go with so many colours. A navy skirt, a denim skirt, a dusky pink is my favourite colour at the moment. It would definitely go with that. I've actually got a lilac linen skirt and a navy linen skirt, and I think it would be fabulous with that as well. I've probably got enough left that I definitely have, that I could make a nice oversized tote bag. So I think I'm going to do that as well, which would be really cute. Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to quilt it. I mean, I can quilt, I just might not quilt it, I might just make it. But yeah, so thanks for stopping by. Hope you've enjoyed that vlog. Hope you like the pictures that I've taken. And yeah, I love being part of the sewing community, so please chat in the comments, because I absolutely adore it. I love to speak to you and find out what you're up to as well. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.